award event. So for those who are here for the first time, as you can see, as the name suggests, we are here in a comfy corner and we're going to talk about the world. So let me just introduce briefly about this event. So Corner to the World is a kind of event about global perspective. Every session we will have two hosts and they will talk about difference, whether that is some cultural difference, value difference, behavior difference. They will talk about different perspectives from two countries. And before we start, I would like to do a quick survey here. Raise your hand if you were here last week. If you attended last week's event. Okay, that's a lot. So thank God you're not scared away. So for those who came last week, you already know. But for those that is your first time here, this is a highly interactive event. So you're not gonna just sit there and listen to lectures. No, the two hosts, they will engage you in many different ways. And you are free to express whatever that you think. This is not a class, this is not an exam. This is just an occasion we can talk about cultural difference and you can share your ideas very freely. So don't be shy, and for those who need some motivations to speak up in front of everyone, we have a special gift over here. This is a sport towel. Every time you speak out, you can get a towel, like a little souvenir. And this is very good quality, very good design. So yeah, we hope that you can bring this back with you. Okay, today we have Professor Joe Cao and Professor Sheta Professor Suraji. Let's welcome them to begin this session.
Okay, so hello everyone. Okay, Stuart and Stuart, you want to say hi to all the audience?
Good afternoon. So, as you can see, that my name is quite long. Very difficult to pronounce. I just call me Sur, okay? Because everybody calls me Sur. Here I come from the city of Kolkata in India, which is in the eastern part of India, and it is the cultural capital of India. So basically, we like music, sports, writing, making movies, okay, those kind of stuff. And our specialty, if you ask, I would say we love football a lot. Not the American football, but like the British football. We like that a lot. Okay. And so, yeah, we like to study, we like to sing, we like to dance. Ajit, over with you.
Okay, good. Okay, so I'm Jill. Okay, I'm from Taiwan, definitely. And yeah, actually I'm Taiwanese for sure, but I actually worked in the US for about 3 years. This is my postdoc training. Okay, so yeah, that's the reason that I carried a lot of EMI courses in this department, and maybe some of you took my courses already. Okay, and it's definitely my pleasure today to share our opinions and some facts, okay, in different countries. And this is actually a blind topic just shown over here, saying like educational differences between these two countries. Okay, so to start our topic today, I'd like to start from the two video clips. Okay, so let's see.
Another nation has landed a rocket. Another nation has landed a rocket on the moon. Cheered as India became the fourth country in the world to successfully land a spacecraft on the lunar surface. The Chandrayaan-3 made history on August 23rd. The rocket's landing site is closer to the moon's south pole than any other landings before it. Scientists believe the South Pole could have water and ice deposits. Head of the Indian Space Research Organization called the mission flawless, and believes it could start future voyages to Mars, Venus, or other planets.
It is very difficult for any nation to achieve today, even with the advancement of technology, and we are achieving it in just two missions. The first mission had a narrow miss, and now we are achieving it so perfectly.
India now lands not only on the moon, but into the history books alongside Russia, the United States, and China, the only other space superpowers to reach the lunar surface. For Inside Edition Digital, I'm T.C. Newman.
other than the next one.
Top. Allumage P80, décollage.
太棒了，火箭顺利发射升空，这是台湾第一枚自制的气象卫星猎风者成功发射，全场振臂欢呼，加油！哇，太好了，太好了！这感动的一刻得来不易，计划走了长达4年，原定在7号上午就要升空，但是因为监测数据微幅的超标，安全起见还是取消发射。等待完成检查，9号上午9点36分准时在法属圭亚那顺利点燃发射，并在10点31分正式进入轨道。
成功运转的话呢，应该是可以让台湾的厂商的一些制作的机器可以到上面做印证。 这个是非常重要的，所谓的太空履历。
这枚猎风者卫星成功缔造新历史，搭载台湾研发的全球导航卫星系统反射讯号接收仪，主要任务就是风速观测，一天可以提供7万笔观测资料，来补足台湾目前比较缺乏的资讯。
通过这样，你可以知道推算出来这个表面的粗糙度，也就是这个浪的高低。 有浪的高低，也就是
So there are 2 pieces of video clips, and of course the first one is actually the very big news worldwide. Okay, that's India. Okay, they actually landed on the moon, or specifically the polar region of the moon. Okay, in September, early September. And the other one actually just happened 2 days ago. That is, during our happy celebration of the Double 10 long weekend. Actually, this is our Taiwanese first, inaugural domestically produced weather satellite. Okay, this is actually called TRIT. Okay, it's a weather satellite launch. Okay, on October 9th. Okay, so based on these 2 video clips, we have the first question pulled out over here. So anything, okay, you can think about what's the essential knowledge or technology, okay, or technique to make us explore the world or universe to reach such big milestone, okay, that's just what happened in the video clip. So we have a Slido over here, so use your cell phone, scan the QR code, or if you have any difficulties in access via the QR code, you can also type these 7 digits, okay, to your Slido directly. Okay, so we can type anything you want. Okay. Any ideas, any words, anything on top of the slide. And yeah, just type anything on top of it. Quick reminder that I will not pick anyone at this moment to answer or to explain anything based on your answer. So just keep some words on top of the Slido for this time. For this Slido, this slide. Yeah, come on, more words, more keywords. Anything, I mean, even it's not something professional knowledge, it may also be important too, right? Like passionate, right? Anything, yeah, you can think of. It would be good. Come on, we need more answers. Yeah, if possible, just check or try to translate something in your mind into English via Google Translator and type it back to the slide. Good, like 17 participants for now. Give me more answers. A lot of fun. Good. Yeah, give me more opinions this way. Oh yeah, we have 25 participants now. Okay, so maybe yeah, we can start to.
Okay, we got a lot of opinion from you, and that's like the size of the boards. I can understand that these are the top choices, right? Astronomy, science, and physics. That's right. So basically, most of you think that it is the technique, it is the science of it. that takes us to the moon. Okay, not really to the moon, to develop the technology. So that's the most important thing. Landing on the moon may be secondary, but to have those technologies with us, with which I can send a satellite for weather, for news, for something, that's very important. Okay, so if I can group them, so astronomy, science, physics, coding, rocket science, this one, that this all belongs to like technique, science, okay? And for example, a lot of funding, yeah, we need a lot of money, that's very important. But to tell you the truth, for this Chandrayaan project, India used a funding which is less than that is required to make a Hollywood movie. So I will tell you approximate number, it is about 2 billion NT. 2 billion NT, that's it. Okay? So that's the money required for the project. However, if you look at all of these things that made the Chandrayaan mission possible, so science, that's required, definitely required. Motivation, that was required. So curiosity, okay? That's very important. Creativity, that's very important. Because you are not copying from something. You are not copying from something. That's very important. Otherwise, we could not have done it so cheaply, like 2 billion NT. Okay, 2 billion NT is probably less than our annual budget of the university. So that's correct. So now, if we look at this astronomy, science, physics, geography, communications, physiology, space information, all of these are pointing. You guys are pointing us towards higher education. Okay, so we need some education. Education can be two types. One is like you get from the environment, you get it from your parents. If your parents are musicians, probably you would be familiar with music. If your parents are very good in cooking, you know the intricacies of cooking. Okay, so that's the knowledge you get from your environment. And there is another kind of knowledge which needs to be cultured, and that's why we are here. In the university, we are culturing the knowledge. Okay, two types of knowledge. One is you attain from the environment, you attain by culturing. Okay, but you guys are showing me the way, showing us the way that higher education is the only way. Jill?
Okay, so should we move to back to our news? Yeah. So here are some two important news I'd like to share with you, showing you the educational difference between our two countries, India and Taiwan. So, sure, you want to explain a little bit more?
Okay. This is really tough. In Indian scenario, so I have my kid, she's studying junior high. She's studying in junior high and she studies 30 minutes per day. 30 minutes per day in Taiwan. Okay? She is more like you. She speaks Taiwanese more than my language. Okay? And my sister's kids, they are in India and they are studying like 15 hours a day. So that brings out the comparison, the competitiveness, the difference in the competition. We have a lot of population, right? Huge population. So the first key is the ratio of students to the number of universities. That's huge in India. So it is very competitive. That's one thing. And the next thing will be, for example, in India we have a very big middle class. So we have a very small upper class and a lower class with who are economically lower, but the middle class is big. And this middle class, most of them cannot afford to go out for higher studies. So that's why, you see, if you want to get into IITs, the rate of acceptance or chance of getting in is 2%, but you might be thinking 2% is big. No, this is 2% out of the best. So probably the percentage will be very, very small. So what is the case in Taiwan?
Okay, so for our Taiwanese students, you know, that's actually the piece of news just published a few months ago. So this is the case in 2023. So just let me briefly introduce that. For the acceptance rate of top university this year in Taiwan, the top university, of course, NYCU is one of the top universities. Other top universities like NTU, right? Taiwan 大学, okay? Chengkong University, Tsinghua University, maybe just 4 of them, okay? It's actually 10%. 10% per year. And the acceptance rate over 10% of the top universities in Taiwan actually has already happened last year. Okay, so you can imagine that 10% of our senior high school students, okay, they got certain probabilities to get into the top universities. Another statistic numbers, just for your understanding, over 90% of our senior high school students in Taiwan, they are enrolled in the universities right now. Okay, so in general universities, our acceptance rate is actually higher than 90 to 95%. Okay, that's I would say a lucky generation in Taiwan for you guys. Okay, all right. So we've got more to come there.
Right? That number actually is way higher. I mean, in India it would be very small. And you know, in India we have this thing that we have a fear. I don't know whether it is good or bad, but we have a fear of being disowned by the society. So if you don't have a very good degree, there is a fear in the students that I may be disowned. So we don't like actually that if you go to some people and say, okay, I am the son of a taxi driver. Okay, there is high chance that people will look down upon you. High chance. So to avoid that, we are looking for degrees. And that's what makes the entrance to the university very competitive. Very competitive.
Of course, in Taiwan, we got a lot of revolutions in education in the past 20 to 30 years. So has any of you heard about the education reform? 中文叫做教育改革，教改。Okay, so back in 1990s, definitely there are some very significant revolution of educational reform happened in Taiwan. So I guess that most of you have heard of the idea or the concept that how your parents get into university in their age. What's the channel for them to get into the university? No, I guess you may have heard of it. For example, that's the only channel that's called the joint examination. Okay, so 中文叫做联考。So the only strategy, the only way to get into the university is actually through the joint entrance examination. If you ask your grandparents, okay, even in their generation, the way to enter from the junior high school into the senior high school, they still need to pass the joint entrance examination. So these are the only channel to get into the higher educational level 20 years ago in Taiwan. Of course, it's not the case right now. Okay, so for now, we have multiple channels to get into the university. So you from everywhere, from every senior high school, we have different entrance with strategies or policies to get into the YCU, right? So that's the first thing different, which makes our, we'll say, the higher education so popular, so generalization in Taiwan. And another thing that you may have already think of that is actually the, we say the universalization of higher education in Taiwan. Okay, so for example, do you know how many universities we have in Taiwan this year? How many universities? You may have already know that, for example, Yangming University has no longer existed because we have been merged with Jiangsu University, right, 2 years ago in 2021. So it's kind of like the strategy or policy pushed or actually run by our government to merge different or small universities together. But do you know even under these circumstances how many universities there are in Taiwan? Okay, so just take a poll, take a quick poll. More than 50 universities, raise your hand. More than 50 universities. Okay, raise your hand, just raise it up. I won't call you, I won't call you. Okay, so just raise your hand higher. Over 100 universities in Taiwan, island-wide. Over 100. Over 120 universities. Okay, yeah, thank you guys. Okay, put your hands down. Yes, there are over 125 universities island-wide, even after so many, mergers of universities nowadays. So you know how popular, we should not say how easy, but that's the fact. Okay. Just like I said, more than 90% of senior high school students, they are able to get the bachelor's degree, or at least they should be able to enter into the university. That's the fact in Taiwan, so it's totally different, okay, from that being in
Right. Even if I calculate that you have approximately 10 million students in Taiwan, so 10 million divided by 120, that's a very small number compared to India. Very, very small number.
Alright, so let's move to our alright, so you have chose your answer, right? Over here, okay? So definitely we got a lot of chance. We got basically everyone has a chance to get into university in Taiwan. And I should not say that's the reason you are here because we are the top university. You are the students in the top university. You definitely made certain efforts or some efforts to get into here. But that's the thing. We can get into the university quite easily. But what's next? After graduation, we need to find a job, right? It is easy to get into a university, but after graduation, when we want to find a job, what is actually essential, okay, to get the career objective with certain degree, okay? So you have already picked your answer. I have already saw the stickers on your t-shirts, okay? So discuss with the group, with the neighbors around you, and let me know. I want you guys to draw some small conclusion in your group, okay? And then I will call one from each group as a representative to share your idea. Why in your group you will say, for example, in the yellow group, you believe that having the bachelor's degree would be essential to get the career opportunity, right? So tell me within your group right now, no matter whoever you know or not, okay, just the ones showing you the same, chose the same opinion with you, okay? So yellow group and in the middle, of course, here are the here are the pink group. Pink group is over there, so if you have the pink sticker on your hand, please move over here. We got some purple ones at the back, right? Okay? Yeah, please just talk with each other. We have 3 minutes, very quick discussion, and we need a representative over here. Yeah, maybe not right now, but maybe afterwards. Okay, 3 minutes. Okay, quick talk, 3 minutes. We have a blue sticker over here. We have a green sticker. Hopefully you are not the only one. I saw another one with the green sticker. Yeah, so could you just gather together and have some shared discussion? Yeah. Come on, 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left. Okay. Purple one at the back. Yeah. Who has a blue sticker? Anyone has a blue sticker? Please come over here. Okay. 1 minute. 1 minute left. Come on. Yeah, try to get some consensus. Try to get some consensus as soon as possible. Yeah, move on.
Important perspective. Do we need it?
Have your representative ready, okay, and then you can move back to your own seats. 10 seconds.
Everyone.
We have the guests ready,
Yes, I agree that basically in the career we need and not many people can afford the money to study.
ideas, please move back to yours.
And I think our
Not
everyone is bachelor's degree or a we are like
Thank you so much for
research-based university. Not everyone is like the research university. So what about you?
I want to share I have the representative already. The junior high school. Great. All right. Yeah, just let it.
In my opinion, I think Taiwan, the schools too many in Taiwan, and it already becomes some harder for those students who want to get into the society so soon. And many people, I think, they just, oh, okay. Many of my friends get into senior high school or college, and I need to just be like them. They don't know what they actually want, so they just follow the flow, and everyone becomes a college student. But I think if those college students get degrees, and it may push some other career, the professional or career, or better and better.
So basically, he's of the opinion that if I don't know what to do next, it's basically good to stop. Okay. So junior high school, I'm not very motivated to go into senior. I don't know why I should go, so let's stop. So that's your idea. Okay. And you go to the
Green one.
The green
Green one. Okay, so who's next there?
Okay, so the question I received is from a holistic perspective, since for everyone, what degree should we at least finish on average for our dream career? So I think we picked senior high school degree. It is because that I think not everyone is suitable for a master's degree or a grad school, since in Taiwan we just have a mandatory education up to a senior high school degree. So I think not everyone should go pursue a highest of the highest degree as becoming a PhD. One of our members also mentioned that he finished his high school degree in a vocational school, and he already had skills to work in an industry. So he doesn't necessarily have to pursue a bachelor's degree, but he went on and he ended up here because he wanted more in-depth knowledge in his field of studies. So we think on average senior high school degree is what we should pursue for our dream career or career objectives.
Right. Yeah, that's a very good point. However, that's your friend of yours who suggested this came back to the university, right?
One of our team members.
Yeah, one of your team members,
yeah.
Right? So he said that maybe this is the end of his career line, okay, the degree.
Yeah.
But now he understands that okay, maybe that's not the end of it, because he knows he can work earn some money. That's okay, right? But
yeah.
Probably he feels that the growth path will be limited if he is stuck there.
Yeah.
That's why he probably comes back, right? So that's the idea I get from you guys.
I think it's like from the goals are different, maybe.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's a little personal also. Your personal background, where you come from, that also depends. Okay? Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so next.
Bachelor, right?
Yeah, bachelor, yeah.
Okay, so the reason I chose the bachelor's degree is because when we study in high school, most of us just learn like the principles for certain subjects like math, physics, biology, and etc. But when we study a bachelor's degree, firstly, we learn these subjects too, but in a more in-depth layer. And secondly, we take the principles that we learned in high school and use it when we study the bachelor's degree, such as in the laboratory classes or when we go for our internships. Okay, so that is the reason I chose the bachelor's degree.
Okay, so things like for the general knowledge, you can definitely acquire that from senior high school level. But if you want to get some, more practical or practice parts of the knowledge, then you definitely want to get into the bachelor degree. Okay? Right. Good. Thanks for sharing. Next, let's move to purple master's degree.
The members in our group.
What's your name?
My name is Evelyn.
Hi, Evelyn. Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. When my members think about this question, we are thinking based on the current circumstance in Taiwan. And currently, there are too many bachelor degree students in our point of view. And it also results in, like when you go to the job search website, for example, 104, you will find that there are jobs for bachelor degrees and there are jobs for master's degrees. And when we see the salary, we can find that there is a limitation when you are getting into a job with only a master's degree. And especially we are in the biomedical field, so a lot of biomedical companies, they will prefer students with bachelor's degree to enter their company. So firstly, we think there are too many bachelor degree students, and if we get a master's degree, we can get hired easily. Yeah. And secondly, I think we think like getting a master's degree, the training is quite different from the university. We get to do experiments, we get to do research, we get to read a lot of papers, and it will train our knowledge, or it will train our way of learning, and also we can train our critical thinking and make better decisions for our future. Yeah, thank you. That's all.
Do you think salary is the driving force? Salary is the driving force.
For me, part of it, yes.
Okay, yeah, that's okay. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, so yeah, for sharing. Thanks a lot. So our very last group, it will be the pink one. So who's gonna share? Thank you.
Hi, what's your name?
My name is Henry.
Hi, Henry.
So from my point of view, I think the choice for PhD depends on you know what you are going to do in your future life, and second, the extent of how much you know yourself, like your characteristic and your personality, and so on. So for me, I choose PhD degree, and I'm preparing now for because I know my dream is to have a job in other country, and second, I want to increase my salary, and third, I want to keep going on the biological field and to make the contribution to the world. So I think the 3 points that I just mentioned is the thing that I want to do, and the extent that I learn from myself.
Thanks a lot. That's a big thing. So when you choose your final degree, whichever comes out, it is Henry who is thinking in two ways. Not only personal improvement like the salary, he's thinking of contributing to the society. That's the most important thing. So when you are contributing to Taiwan or whichever country you come from, so there are two kinds of thinking. One is personal. I get salary higher, fine, I'm happy. And I have my knowledge, then I contribute to the society or to the technology of that particular country to stay in or working. That's very important. Okay, I would tell, but don't be in a situation that you think that getting a PhD will give you a lot of money. It may not be true. When I joined BSc, like in India, you know, when you are in physics or in chemistry, you stay there for your whole life. You cannot change. So when I got into physics honors, okay, I'm from physics honors, my dad told me, okay, that's fine, but you are not going to get enough money. Are you okay with that? I said, that's fine. If I can get a little bit of rice and some chicken, I am fine with that. So I don't need too much. Okay, so don't think that it will make a big money, but yeah, okay, you can live with it. Yeah. So that's the idea we get from all of you. So that's okay.
So thanks so much, yeah, for all your sharing. Okay, we got a lot of different ideas. Okay, why you chose the answer. Okay, that's great. Okay, so sir, would you want to share with us what would be the difference when students in India they have different degrees?
Right. As I said that in India we have a lot of competition, and I don't know whether it's good or bad. We have a lot of discrimination, job-wise discrimination. So if you say I'm the son of a doctor or a lawyer or an engineer, you get social respect. But if you say, okay, I am the son of a barber, a cobbler, or a chef, maybe you will be looked down upon. So that is one thing that makes us go towards university. At least I don't care who my father is, but if I have a PhD or a master's degree, then nobody has the ability to look down upon me. That drives us. That drives us. And of course, money will be in every society. So I'm dropping that. So money is not that important. So if you think of sports, being a musician, okay, yo-yo ma, okay, sports, okay, they are all very good. They are in top of their group, whatever field they are. And for those fields, maybe it is not required to get a PhD or master's. So even if you can become a very good chef, that's okay. But it depends on what society you are in and how you are looked upon. So that's very important. So in India, because of our population, we probably have a different viewpoint than you have in Taiwan, for example. I saw a lot of people, you know, they have no problem in cleaning the streets, and I respect them. So that's okay. If you want to become a sports person like Taijin, okay, go to the top. Maybe you don't need a very good degree, but this girl has a PhD. Well, I was amazed, okay, yo-yo mom, okay. So here's the top, it is still having a bachelor's. So whoever chose bachelor's, you are absolutely right, you don't need. But you have to choose your field. And whether you want to contribute to yourself, your family, or to the country, that's another question. Okay, so to go to the moon, okay, you need to give your country the technology. Right, so now you decide that what is the priority. You stick with these or you want to give something to the country. That's very important. Okay, Jill?
Alright, so you know how lucky you are, right? In Taiwan, there's no more or not that huge discrimination issue in Taiwan. Okay, but of course, it was still the case. Maybe 20 years ago, in my age, okay, or in Professor Lu Elvin's age, they're still saying like that you will always earn, get high-paid job, you will always earn more money, you will have higher social respect, have higher self-esteem after you graduate from the universities. But is that true in your age? Right now, everyone on the streets are graduated from the universities. So is the difference still there? Okay, that's something I want you guys to think about. So just like what you just shared with us, why it's only needed to get the even high school degree to get a job, because there are tons of reasons. So go back to think yourself, what's the motivation to have you sitting down over here to enter the universities? Is that because it's a mainstream? It's the, everybody goes into the universities just like what he shared with us, so you are here. It's just because everyone earned the university degree, got a bachelor degree to get a better job, or it's a general degree criteria to enter into any vendor or to enter into a company. So that's the reason you are here. Think about a little bit more, what's the motivation you enter to the university? Okay. So back to all these celebrities, okay? We have Lian, we have Daiji, we have Yo-Yo Ma. These are three celebrities. They are kind of like senior, okay, or old. But how about our Chinese Taipei? They are the video game player. They won, they got the, silver award, like silver medal this year, okay? So they are only the senior high school students. They are even university students, but to be very honest, they are not from the top universities, but they are celebrities right now. So what's the common feature among these celebrities? It's because what they really love what they are doing right now. So they are focusing on what they are doing right now. So let's move to our very last Slido question, okay? So ideally, okay, if you have all the sources with you, you don't really need to worry about any economic issue. You have fully support from your family. You can choose any field to pursue in your life, okay? What will you choose, okay? So go back to the Slido and type down the field, the love truly down deep in your heart on the slide. So Sur, I guess I never asked you the question, right? If you have the choice that not being a scientist, a great scientist like what you are right now, what would be your choice?
Music.
Music? Great, good. Right, yeah, I know a lot of Indians, you guys love music a lot, right? Okay, and how about me? Okay, I'm not really sure whether I shared mine, with any of my students, but I like to be the architect. Yeah, architect. Yeah.
The buildings.
Yeah, to build the buildings. Okay. Yeah, that's my own goal, and that's also one of the dream job. Okay, after getting my senior high school degree. Yeah. So at the time I tried to get into the department of archaeology.
That's a very high paid job.
Yeah. I'm not really sure. My parents just told me it's just too hard for a girl to be in that field, something like that. Yeah, so that's the reason I'm here right now. Right, yeah, just give me more, anything possible, anything you dream, okay? Yeah, your dream job, it may not really be the high-end job or the job with high pay. You just want to be, in your field in certain parts of the world. What's your true interest in your heart? Okay, any more thoughts? Yeah, nobody knows who you are. Of course, I will choose someone to share, but
Excellent. We have a lot of choices.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
captain of the sailboat.
That's I'm not sure what is this.
Yeah, what's that? Anytime or anything, all of us don't really understand. Any specific wording or field? Okay, yeah, that's like you have already had your answer on top of the Bible. Alright, so Sur and I, both of us will pick one interesting field that I want you to share with us, okay? So yeah, just stand up and share with us your dream now, okay?
Okay. I choose the K-pop team. So who chose this one?
Street dance. Wow.
So how do you say?
I mean, you are really doing it, right?
Yeah, but because the health issue, of my yeah. So I cannot to sustain this interest into my career.
Okay.
Yeah. So I have to choose another field that I'm interested in.
That's okay. It can be your hobby, right?
Yeah, it is right.
It is not stopping you from doing it. Do it.
Yeah, it is already my hobby.
Yeah, right. Do it. We are all encouraged. Yeah. Thanks. Everyone. Choose one.
Okay, I'll choose one. I want to know who wants to be a professional. Title? Oh, thank you to share with us. I'm Marie.
Hi, I'm Mary. And that's because recently I'm addicted to a game called Pokemon Sleep. I think everyone knows this. And I found that I have talent on this. I can control my sleep type, and they can affect the type of Pokemon I can catch. So I think maybe I can be a good sleeper and to do a deeper research on it.
That's excellent. That's also a very big job, you know. The people who are doing dream research, they will put you to sleep and put so many electrodes on your brain to find out what kind of signals you have.
Yes.
Right? So that's perfect.
Yeah, do more research on the dreams, and maybe in the future you can combine, the brain-computer interface with the games, right? That would be great too. All right.
Can we see the dreams that we want? That's the question.
Yeah.
Can we see the dream that we want? So from the research.
Yeah.
See a good dream or something.
Yeah. Alright, so let's try to end the discussion today. So, Sir, please share this with us.
Yeah, of course, it depends on your socio-economic background, what you really want to be, and what you want to contribute to yourself, to your family, or to the bigger, to your city, or to the country. That should drive you. So whatever is your goal, that's okay. So if you think that, yeah, if I can influence my immediate neighbors, that's fine with me. Do the best you can. Okay, do the best you can. If you want to be a chef, be the best. Prepare the best cake, as Taiwan has done. Prepare the best cake. What's the name of the cake? The cake that Taiwanese. Yeah, something like that. They want the best prize. Okay. Whatever you do, go to the top. Try to go to the top. That's the goal. Okay. PhD, bachelor's, junior high, senior high, really doesn't matter if you have the goal over there. But look at Tai Jing. She is a top badminton player, but she finishes a PhD. That baffles me. I mean, it's very unique. Normally they have so much money, they have so much fame. They would normally not need it, okay? But why she is still doing it? That's a question we should ask ourselves. Why she is still doing it? Thank you.
Thanks for sharing. Okay, so yeah, that's definitely great closing over here. I will just try to summarize all the activities we talked about today in Mandarin again. Okay, 所以当大家一开始看到我们在谈所谓的教育的不同在两个国家的时候，然后又看到两个老师站在台上的时候，你们可能会想说，我们应该是想要 push 你们有没有努力的念 PhD？ Okay, no, it's not our goal. Okay, we are not trying to persuade every one of you to pursue for PhD degree. Okay, instead, 我们想要的是 dig out what's the real motivation in your heart. That's the only way to drive you to go longer, to stay longer, to stay successful in your path, in your career, in your life. Okay, it cannot be something big, but you need to dare to dream big. So always try to be the top of your field, the top of your love. Okay, that's the most important thing that we like to share, and that's also what Sur and I want to talk to you and share with you today. Thanks for joining us today, and hopefully you enjoy